Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where today we're taking a look at the latest downloads on community creations with these latest offerings including more hidden superstars from MyFaction, modded superstars and the latest creations, some of which are so good I actually mistook them for in-game models. So let's take a look at these new downloads, starting off with a new hidden model that looks to be part of an upcoming release in MyFaction, as World's Finest has uploaded this hidden version of Shotzi which is based on her appearance from Survivor Series Wargames. While this version of Shotzi uses her hidden model, the attire is actually the one that she has on her regular model, as the clothing parts for the hidden version are locked, though World's Finest did share some screenshots of what that attire was like, and he's also set this upload to be re-uploadable, so if anyone wants to try and recreate the attire, then they'll be able to upload it and share it with the community. Following Noam Dar's return to NXT on Tuesday, our next offering sees an updated version of his in-game model featuring long hair, as Status was able to mod the in-game version and update the appearance so that he looked just like he did on TV.
He's the first Israeli-born superstar to compete in WWE. He's got a little bit of his own swag going too.
Also receiving an update, Status was able to mod AustinTheory's model to include a thicker beard, which is similar to the one that was shared by Joe Mashups, though this version also includes Theory's new gold attire that he wore at Wrestlemania. Next up we have Jake the Snake Roberts, who I originally mistook for an alternate attire, as I originally thought this was the in-game version of Jake, though this version is actually a completely custom one, as CMPunk has put together a classic version of Jake based on his run with the company in 1992.
You know, Jake the Snake Roberts, creator of one of the most devastating moves, the DDT. So sudden, so powerful, that maneuver has brought the Snake much success.
As part of a collaboration with WhatsTheStatus, this creation is automatically set as an alternate attire, therefore when you download it, it'll automatically appear as an alternate attire to the in-game Jake with commentary, ring name and a custom portrait all included. Staying with legends, one superstar we've wanted to see updated for a long time is the Macho Man, as we've had the same model and the same attire for a good few years. Therefore, to fix that and give players a new version of Macho Man, CMPunk has again teamed up with Status to bring us this new version that's based on his appearance in 1989.
A real trailblazer, the Macho Man. The madness, as always, in peak physical condition tonight. It must be the meat snacks he eats.
This one is also set up automatically as an alternate attire, so once you download it, it will automatically be applied to the Macho Man, with this one also featuring his commentary, ring name and a custom portrait. Now this next one was just too funny not to include, as I'm sure you've all seen the photos of Vince McMahon rocking a tash at the Hall of Fame, and not wasting any time at all, Status was super quick in getting a modded version of Vince with the tash, so if you want to pick this one up, Status has it uploaded under the hashtag VinceHOF, with this one featuring Vince in the black suit he wore for the Hall of Fame, as well as his regular wrestling attire. Next up we have two creations from AbsolutionCawzz, the first of which is an update to the playable version of Scarlett that was shared by Status, as this version of Scarlett features her debut wrestling attire, so if you plan to use Scarlett in matches then definitely pick this one up. Moving on to AbsolutionCawzz' second creation, this one is a brand new superstar that you can add to your roster, as they've created WWE's resident Karen, ChelseaGreen.
She knows she deserves to be atop this division, and a win tonight will go a long way towards that.
Thanks to the return of the advanced entrance feature, this version of Chelsea does come with its own custom entrance, though it is worth pointing out that her old entrance is still included as a preset option, as you can find it under the name Hot Mess. Going back to more the hidden and locked superstars, World's Finest has uploaded the MyFaction exclusive version of Steve Austin that was released to celebrate Stone Cold Day, with this version of Austin seeing him wear a black El Segundo shirt to promote his Broken Skull IPA.
Not many fans in the boardroom or the locker room, but beloved by the WWE Universe.
Also included as a secondary attire, we have Austin in his Stunner Inc. shirt, which I'm sure I've seen before, so there's a good chance that was included last year as part of MyFaction. Another hidden model that you can download is King Corbin, as Status was able to upload the hidden version of Corbin that was left over from last year. When you download this one, I would suggest leaving it as a custom superstar rather than setting it up as an alternate attire, as this version of Corbin comes with a hidden King Corbin Trons and the King Corbin entrance motion, so if you do set this as an alt, be aware that you will lose those, as he'll instead come out as Happy Corbin. Up next we have two classic versions of Kane from World's Finest, the first of which is Kane 98. This version of Kane is actually a custom superstar which has been set up as an alternate attire to the in-game Kane, though the cool thing about this one is that rather than use the regular entrance, World's Finest was able to assign it the Kane Manager entrance that was used with Paul Bearer, which effectively gives you a brand new entrance motion. Moving on to the second version of Kane, this one is a more recent version with his latest mask, though for players wanting to change it, this one includes the ability to remove or change the mask when you edit it in the creation suite. Also included with this version is a second attire that sees Kane unmasked, and then it's also got the manager entrance modded in as a singles entrance, so make sure you don't change any of the entrance settings, otherwise you will lose that. Moving on, and next up we have a collaboration between Zadik and WhatsTheStatus, who've teamed up to bring us the boss, Sasha Banks, which also includes some hidden content. That content comes in the form of Sasha Banks' hidden titantron, which was left over from 2K22, as well as a hidden title entrance, which despite being removed from create an entrance, it is still included as a hidden option, which Status was thankfully able to assign.
To be the man, you have to beat the man, and she's about to face the man. Not gonna go down without the fight of her life tonight.
Also coming from the pairing of Zadik and Status, we have two versions of Sasha as Mercedes Mone, as the pair have also teamed up to bring us two versions of Mercedes from New Japan, the first of which is her debut attire from Wrestle Kingdom. Switching over to the second version, this one sees Mercedes in the Hana Kimura tribute attire which she wore at New Japan's Battle in the Valley. Meanwhile, if you're looking for a New Japan arena, then I would definitely suggest going with Jenna's Wrestle Kingdom, as that's the version that I used in the video, and it's by far the best version there is, as all of Jenna's arenas are always really high quality. Also new to community creations, we have a great version of CMPunk from KisaragiTV, with this version seeing him appear in the gear that he wore at All Out. One of the things that I really like about this version of Punk is that the creators added two different hairstyles for the entrance and the ring attire, as you've got the regular Punk hair during the entrance, and then when it switches to the ring attire, you get him with the messy hair. Along with the updates to the hair, also included is a second version of Punk that sees him in black tights, with this version sporting an In Punk We Trust t-shirt. Finally, I think I've saved the best for last, as we've got an update to the in-game Lita model, as L2K Games has teamed up with Status to update Lita's model, and in doing so, she's created what is by far the best looking Lita that we've ever seen in the 2K series. Comparing the new modded version with the original, then you can see just how big a difference that this update makes, as the new version, at least in my opinion, looks 100 times better. Now I say that not just in regards to the face, but also in regards to the attire, as she's updated it to include all the missing logos from the pants, as well as the red straps that were originally missing from the attire. In terms of attires, L2K Games has already created several alternates that you can download, however the coolest thing is that they've made the creation re-uploadable so that other players can create their own attires using this version of Lita, and that's already led to a ton of classic attires being worked on, so if you want a classic Lita, then you're going to have a ton of options to choose from. So that's a roundup of the latest hidden content and some of the latest creations to be uploaded. Let me know what you think of those featured in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.